Now that's the building I came up with, and that's the first model I made. And you may ask, well, where did you get the shape? Well, I spent years looking at this shape. It goes down to the ground, we'll stop halfway. I did everything I could. And what I did was, I looked at the fact that every third beam went to the apex, and it's all equal. I thought, the roof's got to be equal. And slowly but surely, I realised it was only an idea, put it to like a V, and I thought, you know, if the rain comes on this big roof, it runs down the roof, hits the edge, and it's channeled to the points. So there's no guttering, no pipes, you know, the water just hits the edge and straight down to the point. So I then questioned what could be the material to cover the roof. Thatch is far too heavy. It would have had to have been a shingle roof, a single shingle tile roof. So I did look into that, and they did have shingle roofs for high status buildings at that time, although there's no evidence at Stonehenge of any wood. So in my opinion, it was tiles which were pointed, so when you put them all together, it looks like a fir cone, or it looks like the underside of a flower. Look, Mike's got the thing I was looking for, there it is. So these tiles would go all the way around the building. And I went to a builder, and I asked about this possibility. And he said, the bubbles, no, I think he said. He said, that's how they build roofs today. If you go round in a circle, that's how they would build it. And the tiles, you would have to start off with small tiles at the top, about 3 inches wide, and as they come down they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, until at the right down here it would be 18 inches across. So there'd be big ones at the bottom, and then, so it is possible. And the type of wood we looked into, I think it was larch was the lightest one, but you know. So I think Stonehenge was a building. And there's a great picture. That model unfortunately has gone. I've had several over the years. They get broken and damaged. Now, all the tiles went up to here, and that section there was open. So all the light, what came in from the apex, went everywhere in the building. And now I've been to Skipton Castle, has got one, and a few other places. The Pantheon in Rome, I went to see theirs. I've been a lot of places to see how much light comes in. And that diameter is 16 feet 8 inches in diameter. So it's a great big aperture, and everywhere inside. And the other thing I discovered, big buildings of high status were painted with lime wash, so they were all white inside, and white reflects up to 90% of the light, so it would have been amazing light inside and looking up at the sky. And there's the structure without the roof. The buttresses on the outside, and the Trilithians freestanding in the middle. And that's the covering. That's one of my where I lived once upon a time. And it's some wallpaper. I cut it out and put it on. And that's a computer graphics from Bournemouth University. And that is as well. That's what we made. We created the building at Bournemouth University. Now I'm going to show you a short film, and then we're going to have an interval. Okay? So I'm just going to click the button now. Ready? Take off this. Now that's all computer graphics. There's the sun in alignment, the Great Trilithian, the Sarsen circle. We're on the summer solstice line coming back. And there it is. There's the sun. A puzzle that has never been solved until now. Now this is how it begins. There's the stone balls used as ballast to raise a stone. Different size balls. You put them in and then they cascade out. You reload again until eventually we've put them all and fill it with soil. And then we can work on this platform to create the Sarsen circle and the trilithians. Raise the soil again. There it goes. So you could build this and alter your workstation. Now that's something I'm going to describe later. There's the roof covering. They built the building and then removed the soil. And then it stood up for itself. So there it is, the building. This is the slaughter stone. You didn't see the stones. You went inside what was a dark descending place. And you went inside and there was this magnificent building. And there's the aperture. So now we're going to have an unveiling of my models and some pieces I'd like to show you. We can have a drink of tea or coffee. I don't know if there's any tea or coffee. And we'll have a short break. Then, the real deal. What we've got now is easy. What I'm going to tell you in the second half is where I'm going to give you the whole ball of wax. I'm going to tell you things which even I found very difficult to believe. Because when I came up with this theory, people said, thatch roof, fire in the middle of the room, and just keep it basic and we may accept it. But no, I went with my findings. I went with what I realised they were capable of doing. So in the second half, there won't be very many pictures. I'll have to describe things about the mathematics, about the symmetry, etc. And I just hope, once you've seen the models and so on, it'll give you an idea of where what I'm coming at. So we'll now take a short break. Thank you.